Galaxy Fighter. This lesson is called Navigation Part 1. Here we have our ship. So far, it has been fighting the aliens. But our galaxy contains many other evil creatures. There are the dreadful monsters, cunning Jinx, wrathful Klingons, vicious demons, savage Mevils, vile Borgs, and the arch-enemy himself, the Big Boss. In order to choose which enemy to fight, the user needs a play menu. Apart from choosing the enemy, the user needs other types of information. He needs to be informed of the rules of the play. He needs a place to customize the game with his own settings, a place to find the information about the game, and a place where he can submit comments about the game. In order to choose one of these scenes, the user needs an additional menu. We'll call it the Welcome menu, because that will be the place that the user will see when he starts the play. In our course, we will not implement all these enemies. We will just implement these two, the aliens and the Big Boss. We will release this game on the App Store, and if we notice a great interest, we have the options for adding more enemies. But for now, we'll only implement these two. Let's now discuss the organization of our classes. Here is the structure we will use. All own classes will be inside the group called My Classes. Inside the common group, we will have one class called Common, where we define all our constants. Right now, we'll only have one class. But in the future, it could be a good idea to split this into several classes. In the singleton group, we will have two classes, a class for holding global variables and a class for handling the dialogues. Observe that singletons are always present and can be used by any class. In the navigation group, we will have the classes that helps us navigate around in the game. These classes are very simple, as you will see. The enemies group will hold all the classes that are common to all the enemies in the game. For instance, the ship and the depots will be present in all enemy fights, so they belong in this group. The alien group will hold the classes that are specific to aliens. As you can see, the alien layer will be a subclass of the enemy layer, which will allow us to separate layer code that is common to all enemies and the layer code that is specific to the aliens. The same goes for the boss group. In fact, this structure can be repeated for any new enemy that will be added to our game. Just make a new group and add the specific classes there. One last thing to discuss are the dialogues. When navigating around in the game, there will be dialogues that give different choices to the user. UIKit has its own dialogues that you could use. But if you want to have more control and make the graphics follow the style of your game, then you can roll your own dialogues. For the aliens fight, we will need 3 dialogues having to do with the important events in our game. For instance, if the current level is done, the user will be given a choice to play the next level or to go back to the play menu. If all levels are done, the user will be informed that the mission to win over the alien is accomplished and that he can go back to the play menu to fight a new enemy. If the ship has been killed by an alien, the user is given a choice to try again or to return to the play menu. We will have two classes that will help us accomplish this. An alien-specific class called Alien Dialog and a general singleton class called Dialog Handler. Here is an example how this might work. The dialog handler knows how to put up a dialog given some basic data. It needs to know to which layer it should add the dialog, which string to put in the text label, which name to use for the button, the locations for the dialog, and which message it should send to which object when the user taps on the button. The Alien Dialog class will provide all this data, as you can see here. When the user taps on the dialog button, this method will be invoked, and you can do all actions you need to do here. This concludes this part of the lesson. In the next part, you will see how to actually write code that make this work.